This is a DIY camera slider made out of very cheap materials, and in this video I'm going to show you how it's made. First of all, what do you need to build this camera slider? Well, you need a 6mm bolt, also you need some blocks of wood, and at last but not least, you need a metal pipe with a diameter of 13mm. You can decide for yourself how long you want it to be, but mine is 114 centimeters. And that's all we need for this project. Now let's get started making the slider. It all starts with the pipe. We're going to cut it in half, and since this pipe is 114 centimeters long, that will give us two 57 centimeter pieces. After that, don't forget to use a file to remove any sharp edges. Then take a piece of wood and create a piece that has a width of 5 centimeters, a length of 9.5 centimeters, and a height of 4 centimeters. After that, use some sandpaper to make all the edges nice and smooth. Then we are going to draw two marks on the piece of wood. They should be 5 centimeters apart and vertically centered. Then drill a hole through both of the marks using a 13mm drill bit. This drilling should be done very precisely. Then use a file to make the holes slightly bigger until the 13mm metal pipe can easily slide through the holes. Then we are going to take the bigger piece of wood and use it to create two pieces that have a width of 8 centimeters. Then take one of the pieces of wood and put two marks on it that are 5 centimeters apart. Then take your 13mm drill bit once again and drill a hole through both marks, but don't drill all the way through the piece of wood. After that, repeat the same process for the other piece. Now this time we are not going to use a file to make the holes bigger. In fact, we want the holes to be slightly too small. You'll see why in just a moment. As you can see, because the holes are slightly too small, we don't have to use any glue to hold the metal pipes in place. Once that's done, let's go back to our small piece of wood. We are going to put a mark exactly in the center, and after that we are going to drill all the way through it using a 6.5mm drill bit. After that, we can take our 6mm bolt and push it right through the hole. Now we can mount the slider onto its rails, and after that we mount the other piece of wood onto the other side of the rails and the slider is done. As you can see, I've also sanded the rails and added some lubricant to make it slide even better. So this is the final result. A pretty solid camera slider that's made using very cheap materials. Now here is some test footage made using the slider. As you can see, it's far from perfect, but I think it's pretty acceptable considering that this slider is incredibly cheap and also extremely easy to construct. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.